What up, what up, what up, football fans? Welcome to another episode of the Blitz, brought to you by Game Changers. I'm your host, Big C, and you all know my co-host, the coastest with the mostest, Mike Jones.
For real? The coastest with the mostest? Really?
Yeah, you're the co-hostess with the mostest, baby.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the hostess part in there. Just coastest. What the hell's a coastest?
That wouldn't have rhymed.
He tried to just skip that. I see. What's good, guys? Happy to be here. Episode 48 of the Blitz. How's everybody doing? Please remember to like, share. You're welcome. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that like button, and feel free to hop in the chat at any time. The links are up. 2 games left until the big game. 2 games. I'm excited. You got to be excited. How you feeling about this weekend?
Oh, man. What up, Costa Nostra? How you doing, big dog? Well, it's Championship Sunday. I got mixed feelings. Excited for some good football games. Sad that my team is not participating.
Right.
Sad that I don't know when my team will be able to participate in a Championship Sunday. It's been a long, long time. A long, long time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how I'm feeling either. It's starting to sink in that I got the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins, who are probably like, I don't know, 2 years ahead of themselves already in our division. So, we're starting from the ground pretty much, if you ask me. So I wasn't.
Well, you gotta have some. You gotta have some hope because a team like the Washington Commanders, they got to give you some hope. Last year at this time, nobody in the world, not even the most diehard Washington Commanders fan, would have predicted their team would be in the NFC Championship game this Sunday. So it just shows if you can make the right draft choice, bring in the right quarterback, and you can go from worst to first, and you can become a contender that quickly.
All those things I don't trust the Giants organization to do.
Well, that's a different story.
Yeah, you can't do nothing about that, right?
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can only control what you can control and hope for what you can hope for. But yeah, I mean, it just shows that you can eventually go worse the first, and it doesn't have to be a 10-year rebuild. It doesn't have to be that.
Right.
I'm definitely excited for this weekend's games. Like you said, you got the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles, division rivals. We got young, up-and-coming superstar quarterback versus the most electrifying person in all of football this year. Talking about Jaden Daniels and
sorry.
The most electrifying man in sports entertainment today.
I got confused there, jabroni.
If you smell what the Saquon is cooking. But yeah, Saquon Barkley, the most electric player in all football this year, most dynamic. Just, if the MVP award wasn't a quarterback award, Saquon would be taking that home with him. He's just been absolutely fantastic.
For real.
And then on the other side, you got this generation's Dolphins, Bills, Ravens, Steelers, Colts, Patriots, the 2 teams that always seem to face each other in the playoffs with a chance at the Super Bowl on the line. You got the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs, 7 straight years participating in Championship Sunday. And you got Buffalo coming in trying to knock them off their pegs again. Buffalo has not been successful against Kansas City in the postseason, but very successful against them in the regular season.
Right.
So we shall see. We shall see another great matchup. Josh Allen has been MVP-esque. I'm not going to say he's the MVP because he's not. But he's been absolutely phenomenal this year. One of the big knocks on Josh Allen was his turnovers.
Yeah.
Last week was the perfect example of the growth of Josh Allen. He didn't have a game where he threw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. He didn't have a game where he rushed for 200 yards. But he had a game where he didn't turn the ball over, and this Buffalo Bills team was able to defeat the Baltimore Ravens because the Baltimore Ravens did turn the ball over. Josh Allen knew how to play mistake-free football, and that makes Josh Allen that much more dangerous.
Yeah.
And then you got the Kansas City Chiefs. They squeaked by all season, although they only lost 1 game. Well, 2. Technically, they lost 2. I don't count that last one. That was an absolute ridiculous showing by them. They cost my team an opportunity at the playoffs by playing practice squad players against the Denver Broncos. But anyway, this Kansas City Chiefs team, I've noticed the last few years, doesn't really put their foot on the gas during the regular season. It's almost like it bores them. They've participated in so many big time games the last decade that the regular season just doesn't seem to interest them. They just, we'll go in, we'll beat teams, we're not going to show exactly what we're made of. And then when the postseason arrives, they turn into a different animal. It's like their season really begins, and it's led to 2 straight world championships, and they're trying to be the first team in NFL history to three-peat. So very interesting Championship Sunday. Which one are you most likely? Which one piques your interest the most?
Well, action-wise, the Washington Eagles game. But since they're in my division, I really could care less. I'm kind of interested in seeing if Josh Allen can take this opportunity to rise to the occasion and finally get over that 0-3 hump against Patrick and this Kansas City Chiefs team in the playoffs. So, I mean, that's what's interesting to me. But on the other side, like I said, Washington Eagles for the action. I'm really looking forward to that game. I'm not going to pick really a favorite. I'm going to pick a winner, obviously, today, but it hurts me to pick a winner from my division. So just know that it hurts me to pick. It hurts.
Yeah. Costa Nostra says coaching matters. Kingsbury is an actual coordinator. Dan Quinn is a real coach. Yeah, I mean, Costa Nostra, coaching does matter, obviously. I mean, Nick Sirianni, I can't stand his ass. There's just something about that guy that drives me crazy. Like I don't know what it is about him. He just looks like a snake to me. He looks like he's a
damn.
He doesn't look trustworthy. I don't know. He's a weird looking goofball dude, in my opinion.
You just get that vibe off of him.
Yeah, like I couldn't trust you to trust you around my wife. I couldn't, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't trust you to borrow $10. I feel like he would take credit for other people's ideas. He just looks like that scheming ass dude, and I just don't like his look. But anyway, yeah, Dan Quinn's done a fantastic job. And then on the other side, you got Andy Reid, and I mean, I guess the Bills coach is all right too. But yeah, coaching does matter. Coaching definitely does matter, and you see it time in and time again that these teams that get the championship Sunday, teams that get to the Super Bowl, they usually got a pretty good coach behind them. So
I mean,
that's definitely the first step is find a GM and a head coach that can build your team and lead your team in the right direction. Right, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, sorry, I was reading the comments. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it all starts with the coaching. That's what you see in these teams that repeat all the time. It's generally they have the same setup every year. You know, you got we talked about Spagnuolo earlier. He's doing amazing things for Kansas City on the defense. We talked about him not being that great as a head coach, but goddamn, I'd pay the guy to be your defensive coordinator because when he was with the Giants, he did amazing things. And now, I mean, Kansas City defense has allowed 20 points or fewer in 6 of the last 7 games. And that 7th game was actually the game where their whole team was sitting pretty much. So I'm just mostly excited to see what happens. I really do. I want to see what happens here. I'm going for Buffalo. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going for Buffalo today on my pick today. It's just the way I'm feeling.
Mike Jones has been kicked off the show. We Dolphins fans, you know what I'm saying. We don't allow for Buffalo picks.
Oh, sorry. That's right. We are.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God. You just gonna dip me right off the middle of my sentence. It's all good. But
sorry, picking the Bills, man.
I am picking the Bills. It's one of those things, you know. I like the Bills. I'm never really hated on the Bills. I'm not a big fan of their fan base, but that's hard for me to say too, because like you said, half our family's Bills fans. But my grandfather was a big Bills fan. I'd like to see something like that. I'm tired of seeing KC win. And it's not even that. I just think that if Buffalo's going to do it, I think this is the year. And this is their opportunity. They don't do it this year. I don't think they ever do it. So I'm going to go Buffalo on this game. I'm going to go Buffalo. And
that's one thing I agree on, that if Buffalo doesn't take this opportunity, I feel like this is their best opportunity they've ever had. I feel like if they don't capitalize on this opportunity and they can't knock off Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, I don't think it's ever going to happen for them.
Nope.
I mean, that's not to say that Buffalo can't make it to the Super Bowl ever if they don't make it this year. I just think if they run into the Chiefs ever after this year, that you might as well just pack it in.
Yeah.
Because if you can't beat this version of the Kansas City Chiefs, I just don't think it's ever going to happen.
No, it's definitely their best opportunity right now, this year, in the moment. I'd have to agree because this is the worst KC team I've seen going into a championship game. So in Buffalo,
last year's wasn't overly great. I might put last year's team
a little bit of
behind this one, but they didn't match up with Buffalo last year. I don't think.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think they did. But yeah, if they can't get the job done this year, they might as well just admit that Pat's their daddy and they're never going to get past them. But before we get into our game picks and any more in-depth, a couple other news and notes around the league. So the Jacksonville Jaguars have hired their next head coach, Liam Cohn. He's the offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is kind of weird. He had interviewed for the job, decided because Jacksonville was keeping their general manager, decided to go back to Tampa and was going to sign an extension to continue being the offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Jacksonville Jaguars heard that he was going to do this. And the reason behind it was because they didn't fire their general manager and he didn't want to work with this general manager. So the Jacksonville Jaguars fire their general manager, bring him back in the building, and he accepts the job.
Damn.
So now Tampa's a little upset because they thought they were getting their offensive coordinator back.
Right.
I find it kind of crazy that you went and you fired the general manager to bring in a coach. I mean, if you were going to keep It's just a weird little.
What would have been funnier is if he went and fired the general manager, and then the coach was like, I'm still not really feeling it. You know what I mean? Why would you fire the GM before, you know what I mean? I'd have a meeting and say, hey, if that's really what you want, we'll get rid of the GM. But to sit there and fire him and just, I mean, that shit would have been funny. I'd have been like, nah, I'll stay right where I am. I'm good.
Costa Nostra says why I rooted for the G-Men in previous Super Bowl appearances. Went back since the Bills is the first wide right. Yeah, that wide right.
Go Bills.
The Buffalo Bills had you guys cooked. They had that game won. And to retain my Dolphins undefeated season and against the Patsies. Yeah, they did. The New York Football Giants definitely did help us out with that one, beating the New England Patriots, stopping their undefeated season.
That's right. That's right.
We do owe a bit of gratitude to the New York Giants, I suppose.
You do.
I suppose.
That's right. All hail.
But once you become Buffalo Bill lovers over there, you might as well just become a Bills fan. You got the same colors, same state.
Yeah.
No.
Ain't nobody a Buffalo Bills lover if you're trying to refer to me, because I'm not a Buffalo Bill.
I mean, you're from New York.
There's more sentimental value.
I mean, it would make sense. It would make sense. You're from New York. That's the only real New York.
But I like a team that's in Jersey.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
But they say they're from New York.
It is what it is.
So you just might as well be a Bills fan. Same colors.
I mean, it could be. I could be a Dolphins fan, but then, I'd have to jump off that bridge. So,
I don't think you're funny.
I think it's damn hilarious. It's all good, bro. It's all good.
Other
everybody.
coaching news.
No, we got more? We got more?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
the Raiders.
Right.
The Raiders.
Did they get that guy?
Pete Carroll.
They kidnapped him straight out the nursing home, right?
Yeah, out of retirement. Pete Carroll, 77-year-old Pete Carroll. They bring in to rebuild the Las Vegas Raiders.
Damn.
I got mixed feelings about this, Mike Jones.
I mean, I kind of do too, but I mean, he's definitely shown he's capable of rebuilding a team. I mean, Seattle only had 4 wins the year before he came in there. Then he bring them closer, and then 4th year they're winning the Super Bowl. So I mean, he definitely knows how to build a team. I don't know about the age thing, but
that's when he was young and
he's 70. 70s. He's 70. He's 73. He's 73.
Oh, is he 73?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we can elect a president that is damn near 80, why can't you be a coach of the NFL? And, you know what I mean?
He's still the oldest coach in the NFL. So, but I mean, he's definitely shown that he can build a team. So, I mean, I can understand why they'd put him in there, and it makes sense. It just, is he going to make it for 4 years? I don't know. I hope so.
I mean, Pete Carroll does look like he's in exceptional shape and exceptional state of mind at the age of 73. He doesn't look like your typical 73-year-old. If you
watch him,
Pete Carroll, you know what I mean?
You watch him coaching on the sideline, man. He's up and down that sideline. He's animated. Like he's definitely. And I was seeing the interview earlier. They were talking about how he's a kid at heart, man. So, age is just a number. Age is what you make it.
Yeah, I don't know if I feel that way. My back don't. But yeah, I think Pete Carroll's a great hire for the Raiders. Tom Brady went out and found a big name coach, coach with a record of turning around programs. He went to USC, turned around that program in college, turned them into a national championship and a powerhouse. He came to Seattle, turned a third round quarterback in Russell Wilson into a Super Bowl champion. To be honest, he should have 2 Super Bowl championships.
Yeah, if it
wasn't for that bad play call.
No, the pick in the end zone.
Run the ball, Marshawn Lynch. Run the ball.
You got Captain Skittles, man. Isn't it sad that that's all it was for a Super Bowl win right there? Is if they just ran the ball 4 times straight. Like Lynch is getting in. He's getting in there. Like you can't tell me he's not. Oh,
but will Pete Carroll be another Joe Biden? Let's hope not.
Jesus,
Joe Biden is definitely. He took the Air Force One straight to nursing home. We can't get into too much politics here.
We try to keep it football. We don't do.
We don't want to get canceled.
We try to stay out of the politics and religion in this sports show. Maybe on our new show soon to come out. We'll let you know about that later down the road.
But I have faith that Pete Carroll can make the Raiders great again.
I mean, yeah, they got. I mean, he's coming into a good situation.
Catch that one?
What?
Catch that one?
No, I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. You have
Pete
faith
Carroll
that
make the Raiders great again? Make America great again?
Yeah, I got you now. Sorry, I was just trying to say that.
You're messing everything up tonight. Dang.
You just shut up and just go to bed. I can do this by myself. I'll just sit here. I'll
right,
whistle.
Go ahead.
Whistle. I'll get a harmonica, play with my nose. But welcome to the show. Today's podcast is strictly about balls and wieners. We're probably going to get cut from the show now because I said balls and wieners.
See, you get balls and wieners if it's just Mike Jones.
Jesus. See,
well,
we shouldn't talk.
Is that what you folks want to listen to? Is about balls and wieners? Like, come on, bro.
I know they don't want to listen to no goddamn anything about Dolphins related.
This is about
this football
tits.
This football show is about the 4 teams right now, and we're talking about Pete Carroll too. I mean, Pete Carroll's coming into a good situation either way. $94 million in cap space, and they got the number 6 pick in the draft. So for a guy that's good at rebuilding teams, he's definitely got a good starting block this season.
They got some nice pieces on the defensive side of the ball too. Christian Wilkins, Max Crosby. So yeah, I mean, they definitely can. He's definitely come into a good position. Tom Brady seems to win at everything he touches. He's part of the ownership. I like the move. Look at the coaching tree. Look at the coaches in the AFC West. What a they just got the creme de la creme over there. You got Andy Reid for the Chiefs. You got Jim Harbaugh for the Chargers.
Yep.
You got Pete Carroll now. And for the Broncos, you got what's his name?
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton. There you go. Man, a bunch of great head coaches over there. They're gonna have fun battling it out. This division can get real competitive real quick. It's not gonna be a walk in the park for the Chiefs. They're gonna have some competition for that division.
Yeah,
and it might not be next year, but soon.
When Patrick is in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing that most of these teams are missing. I mean, you can argue that the Chargers got their guy in Justin Herbert, but I don't think anybody is going to confuse him with Patrick Mahomes.
No.
The Broncos got their young quarterback, Bo Nix. Yep. Again, you're not going to confuse him with one of the top quarterbacks in the league. Mm-hmm. And the Raiders have no one, so Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So let's start off with this Philly Washington game. Jane Daniels, offensive rookie of the year, 100%, no questions. He's been the underdog this whole playoffs, and he just keeps coming out winning. Their win last week against Detroit, he was absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Would they score 45 points against Detroit?
Yes, sir. 45-33, I believe.
He was just, every time he touched the ball, they're going down the field scoring. This kid is fantastic. I think that he's on the cusp of being a top 5 quarterback in this league already. He's got some nice pieces around him. You got Scary Terry at wide receiver. Mm-hmm. Zach Ertz has been a very good to great tight end in this league for a long time.
Yep.
He's an absolute dog. You got Austin Eckler, Brian Robinson Jr. in the backfield. That's a nice little combo. And they got a bunch of pieces on the defensive side of the ball too. They're a tough team.
Yep.
This Philadelphia Eagles team is stacked though. They got a tough defense. So many pieces on the defensive side of the ball. Big play Clay. our Slay at the cornerback position. Just Vic Fangio's got so many pieces that he can plug in here and there. They got a great pass rush. Vic Fangio, one of the top defensive coordinators of all time. They're stout up tough, and I believe that he's going to come up with a game plan that's gonna give Jaden problems. He's a young quarterback, and I think Vic, being such a savvy older defensive coordinator, he's been around forever. He's going to come up with a game plan that's going to really put pressure on Jaden Daniels, and we'll see how the rookie reacts. And then on the offensive side of the ball, they just got a crazy rushing attack between Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley. Saquon over 2,000 yards rushing this year. He's been the most dynamic player in all of football. It seems like every game he's running for a 60-yard touchdown.
Yes, sir.
It's just fantastic. They got good to great receivers on the outside with Devontae Smith and AJ Brown.
Yeah.
You got a very, very good tight end in Dallas Goedert. They just got so many pieces, and I just think it's going to be a little bit too much for the Washington Commanders. I'm really praying and hoping that the Washington Commanders can go and win this game. I'd love to see Jaden Daniels get to the Super Bowl as a rookie. I just don't know. I think their time runs out. Playing in Philly's rough. I just think that the cards are stacked against the Washington Commanders, and I see Philly winning this game.
So you're taking Philly then?
I am taking Philly.
Oh. Well, I'm taking Washington. I am. I really am. Jaden Daniels most total yards by a rookie in playoff history. He passed Russ Wilson, Brock Purdy. He's at 654. Sixth rookie QB to start a conference championship. Nobody's won. I think he can do it. I think he has a good shot. They showed a lot of attitude going on fourth down last week, which I think they were 6 of 9 on fourth down, or maybe it was not that much, but it was. Yeah, I think it was 6 of 9.
They went for it 9 times on fourth down.
I think so. They went for a fourth down a lot last week. And 52% of Washington's points in this postseason have come after fourth down conversions. So they have an attitude, and everybody's talked about it. I've watched a few shows where they talk about Jaden Daniels and how he uses the VR headset and to get into playing against the team he's coming at. And it's like he goes out there and he's just calm, cool, and collected. I have faith. I have a lot of faith. I'm a little nervous just because Jalen Hurts on the other side, he has a knee. He hurt his knee. He did a full day of participation in practice today. So, that's a good thing. But at the same time, is he going to be as explosive? Is he going to be as mobile? He's getting sacked on a high level. I think he's the most sacked quarterback in the playoffs. Now if he's even less mobile, that Washington team that defense is coming for you. They're coming for you, and that team is there to play. And I worry about that for the Eagles. I understand. I think you're going to still get some big plays from Saquon, obviously, and maybe some AJ Brown stuff. But I really think Jaden Daniels and this Washington team have what it takes to upset Philly in Philadelphia and probably get all their fans killed and stomped out in the parking lot. And that's just, that's how I really feel about him. I never really wanted to really commit to him because I was like, how long can this kid keep going? How long can he keep showing out? And man, he just keeps going. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I got Washington 27-24.
Wow. Yeah. Philly's a tough place. Their fans, they're different. They're a different breed. They're not the nicest people in the world. Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I don't know about the stat with Jalen Hurts being the most sacked quarterback in the playoffs. That might be absolutely true. He did take he did take a few more sacks at the end of that Rams game after he did hurt his leg. So, I mean, I can see where that's coming from. But I think Philly's trenches are
They're impressive, yes.
yeah, so I feel like they can protect him given, you know what I mean? Last week it was like a spur of the moment thing. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
and they didn't really know how much he was capable of doing. This
Right.
week it gives them an opportunity to prepare and be like, all right, listen, Jalen's not going to be able to scramble like he usually does. He's not going to be able to get out the pocket like he usually does. We got to adjust. Now,
Right.
Jalen Hurts is more than capable of throwing the ball. And these receivers that he's got, they're more than capable of having big games. We've seen it. We've seen A.J. Brown go on little tirades and go on his little crybaby shit. And the very next game, Jalen Hurts is out there winging the ball around.
Yep.
And A.J. Brown's got 8 catches for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. So it's all about them switching up. I think with the week of practice and him not being at full strength, I think they're going to adjust. And I just think their trenches are going to be able to protect them. Saquon's going to get his opportunity to break one, and they're going to control the ball, and they're going to try to keep it out the young stars' hands, and they're going to end up winning this game. So we're definitely on opposite sides, but I'm with you. I like Washington. I hope they do win. What up, Deep Zones? Fins up, absolutely. Jalen does have the best offensive line. Wish the Dolphins had a O-line like that. I do too, brother. The receivers Jalen has laminate the fact he can't throw. I mean, he's capable of it. He's not the greatest thrower of the football, but like I said, A.J. Brown's cried, and the very next week we see A.J. Brown with 8-9 catches, 150 yards, and a couple scores. So I mean, he's capable of getting the ball to these receivers, and definitely Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert is a great weapon to have. We forget Saquon Barkley out the backfield is an awesome weapon.
Yep.
I think Saquon, when he was a rookie, had over 100 catches. So Saquon's more than capable of catching the ball out the backfield. They got weapons. I think they're going to be too much. I think the atmosphere, the big game, you're right, Jaden Daniels has been calm, cool, and collective. But this is one game to the Super Bowl. This is the one game. This is the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. It doesn't get much bigger than this. We shall see.
I don't think it changes.
Jalen Hurts has been in this position before and been successful. We'll see.
I think we see the first rookie quarterback in the Super Bowl come Sunday. And it's going to be a big buzz. It's going to be crazy. And it's probably, I believe in them. I just like what they're doing, and go Washington.
You know, I'd be a lot more excited for Washington if they were still the Redskins.
Does that really matter? Does that really?
It does to me. It does. I feel like they're the Kmart version of the Washington team. They don't have no history. The Commanders. Who are the Commanders? I want to see that Redskin on their helmet. I want to see the history of the Washington Redskins. You know what I mean? I want to see Mark Rippon in 92 winging the ball with. There you go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Not no number on the side of your head. They're ugly jerseys. Bring back the old jerseys too.
The big old yellow W.
I don't like these jerseys. I don't like anything about it. And I'm sorry if that offends anybody. I'm not trying to do that.
We don't like change.
Man, I don't like. They try to change everything.
Everything.
Nobody was offended by the Washington Redskins except some weird ass white people.
Weird ass white people.
That's the truth.
That is true.
I'm white. These weird ass white people always want to change some shit. They want to be offended by something that has nothing to do with them.
Of course.
They get bored, want to do something.
Make it
get
about
out
them.
Of here.
Yep. I have
Well,
to agree
anyway,
there.
that's my rant.
We don't agree on the game, but we agree there. We agree there, brother.
All right. It's time for the big one. The Kansas City Chiefs, the two-time defending Super Bowl champions, try to make it back to back to back against their arch rivals, arch nemesis.
It couldn't be more fitting. It couldn't be more fitting.
Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
Damn, that's rude. That's rude.
Does Josh Allen have it in him to finally get over the hump? The hump.
I think this game comes down to turnovers. This has been a mainly these winning teams, I think, don't even have a turnover in the playoffs. If I might be wrong, trust me, but I mean, I really think this game is going to be close, and it's going to come down to whoever turns that ball over. That's just the honest opinion. I think the Bills are going to win, but it's going to come down to a turnover. That's how I'm feeling. Bills have 1 turnover in their last 8 games, and they have 8 all year.
So they're due.
No, they're due to punch that ball across that end zone and go to the Super Bowl. That's what they're due. That's what they're due for. Josh Allen, if you don't do it this year, you might as well just retire, because you might just be the ball boy, because you ain't gonna get there. This is it right here. This is it. This is your chance.
We got 6 people watching right now. That's not a whole lot, so I'm able to count how many likes are going to be on my on the channel. So please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you're subscribed if you're not. Let's try to build this up. Let's try to make the most out of this channel. We call it how we see it. We give our opinions. We're not experts. I don't pretend to know everything. I'm not going to pretend to know everything like some of the content creators out there. I'm eager for your guys' opinions. I like to interact with the people that show up on this page, because this page isn't just for us. It's for you too. It's for you to be able to voice your opinions. It's for you to be able to voice your concerns. And we love to talk. We always put the link in the comments, so you're more than welcome to join the show if you're willing to put your face up on the TV screen. If me and Mike can do it, you can do it too.
For real.
We're not
just don't put anything questionable on our screen, all right, please. I got enough counseling sessions. We don't need any more.
Yeah. But yeah, please like, subscribe, share, comment. We appreciate everybody that stops through. We got 7 watching now.
You know any Giants fans, send them my way over at Gridiron Giants Podcast with Mike Jones.
But yeah, you're right. If Josh Allen doesn't pull this one off, I don't think he's ever going to do it. You said that the team that turns the ball over is going to win. The team that doesn't turn the ball over is going to win.
Yep. Or vice versa. The team with the most turnovers in this game, which I don't think there's probably not going to be a lot. There might be 1, maybe 2, but the team that turns it over. And then if they both turn it over, it's going to be the team that turns it over last that loses, obviously. So, but I think it's going to be a turnover issue. I think it's going to end up being something with a turnover, interception, a fumble, or something of that nature. That's what I truly believe. It's going to be dramatic. It's got to be dramatic.
I think Patrick Mahomes is gonna bully Josh Allen this week. First off, Josh Allen flops too.
He's gonna flop, and then
if there's a king of flopping and a queen of flopping, Josh Allen is definitely the queen.
Dude, I seen an AI video of Patrick Mahomes making out with one of the refs. I was like, what the fuck? Yo, had me dying, had me rolling.
What do you be watching, bro?
I don't know. It was just a random thing. It was like an AI video.
Oh.
He was like sticking his tongue in the ref's ear and shit.
Yeah, Josh Allen's known for that stuff too. Don't get it twisted. He always cries to the refs too.
Oh yeah.
What kills me is these quarterbacks are too good for that. They're too good. They don't need to do that.
Right.
But I mean, what
Hey.
can you do? They're gonna do what they do. Pat's good at it. He gets his way lots of times. Uh, it's not just the quarterbacks though. How many times have you watched a game and the receiver goes out for a pass? The play happens, the receiver jumps up, throws his arms in the air, and a late flag comes out.
Or they jerk a little bit and then they fall to the ground like they were being held. Or
Well, it literally happens every game that the ball's thrown, the receiver jumps up, looks all over like, and then all of a sudden flag, like you couldn't get it out your pants in time or something. No, you waited to see his reaction.
Yep. Yes, sir.
You waited. You'll see it. You'll see it this weekend. Trust me. Watch for it.
Oh,
Watch.
you're gonna
Every
see
time.
something. You're gonna see something like that. And these big games, it's always fudging something, and that's the truth.
You know,
That-
our family is mostly Buffalo fans, and you know, to a point because they've suffered for a long time. They've never won a championship. Again, the Buffalo Bills have never won anything of significance.
Mhm.
But you know, I'd like for my mom to have a winning team, or you know, some of our other family to have a winner.
Yeah, but
But then I watch these Buffalo Bills and I watch their late hits and their cheap shots and their scumbag play.
I'm just not looking forward to Uncle Jamie and his nonsense. This
Dude stops at my house constantly, walks in my house without knocking. Doesn't ever call ahead of time. Never. Just shows up. But the Buffalo Bills beat the Ravens. I get a phone call. I get messages like, oh, so your phone does work. You do have my number.
Yeah, for real.
So you're just rude and just show up unannounced on purpose.
On purpose. That's just him, man. That's just him.
Yeah, that's Buffalo people. That's Buffalo fans right there in a nutshell. Matt Milano, I can't stand him. He's a dirty ass player. He's responsible for Tua's first official concussion on a play that didn't need to happen. Tua was off balance. The ball had been released. He shoved Tua hard to the ground. Tua fell back, smashed his head against the ground on a play that didn't need to happen.
Right.
Last week against the Ravens, players down. Here comes an extra Bills player. Boom, hitting them while they're on the ground. Like, I just can't stand that extraness. I can't stand it. These Bills fans get a lot of credit for donating the causes and stuff, but they're snakes in the grass too. I've been to Bills Stadium and seen a 70-some-year-old Dolphins fan go to the bathroom. 70-some years old, literally, go to the bathroom, come back with 2 black eyes and a bloody nose because Bills fan, he was wearing a Dolphins coat to the Bills bathroom. Like, are you serious?
Nope. That is some dirty stuff.
Or how about the snow game that the Dolphins were there chucking snowballs at our players while they were on the sideline, chucking ice balls. Every time we got down the red zone and threw a pass into the end zone, 1,000 snowballs come towards our guys. How are you going to catch a pass in that?
Yeah, for real.
But they'll be quick to cry about something else. So I don't have a lot of respect for Bills fans. I mean, some Bills fans are great. I mean, there's bad cases in everybody, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to cheer for the Buffalo Bills. I hope that the Kansas City Chiefs absolutely tear them a new one.
Yeah, I like the logo here. Joe Rist, I'm a huge fan of your anti-Bill statements.
Yeah.
Them Dolphins are some horny devils, man. You gotta watch out.
Yeah, they'll fuck the shit out you.
You'll be having little fish babies.
But yeah, I just can't cheer for the Buffalo Bills.
So I'm assuming you're picking KC then after all this.
I am picking KC. I respect greatness. I understand people get tired of seeing the same old, but screw that. Pat Mahomes is a great player. When it's all said and done, he's gonna be possibly the greatest quarterback that's ever played.
Well, for once, we are both picking opposite teams for both our games. So I got Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo and Washington. We are tied up in the playoffs. So this is a big week. This is a big week, brother.
Yeah, for this week, you're going to be 2 games behind. Iceman wants to join up.
I took the regular season victory.
What up, Iceman? How you doing tonight?
Yo, hello.
What's going on?
Yo,
what's good?
What's up, man? First time here, but thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Saw the panel thing. Brother. So, but yeah, I mean, I saw you from my homie, bro. I followed you on because of CB83, my dog. That's like one of my homies. So I found you from there. So yeah,
appreciate it, brother.
But yeah, man.
What's on this weekend's games?
I think Jaden Daniels is a crazy quarterback. I mean, a lot of people are not realizing how this guy is him. I mean, it reminds me of when Patrick Mahomes, right, was in his rookie year and went to the AFC Championship game, something like that. Yeah, could have sworn. Oh, I mean,
it might have been his second year because Alex Smith was still there.
Oh, there we go. It was his second year, might be, but still, like that's like crazy though. Like how these guys come out of nowhere, and like the NFL. You know how they used to have like Tom Brady going against, I guess like Peyton Manning and all those greats and stuff. I feel like on the opposite side, they found what's his name, Jaden Daniels, for the NFC side. Who knows, for the next 5 to 10 years, we'll be seeing these types of Super Bowls, if that's what you want to say. Like Washington Commanders goes against the Chiefs for years to come. I mean, that's kind of entertaining. I mean, you kind of see like the villain is Patrick Mahomes, but then when you look at Jaden Daniels, I mean, this is the hero that we all want. I think we're all rooting for the Commanders, to be honest, if they do make it to the Super Bowl and see the Chiefs. I mean, that's just me though. Like the NFL loves that type of storyline, type script. That's like a great thing to see. So, like the villain versus the Superman, you know what I'm saying? Or something
David
like that.
versus Goliath. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that would be more of a Super Bowl because, to be real, I wanted the Rams to win it because of the fires in California and things of that nature, for the people to be more
right.
Absolutely. But still,
shout out to them too. Hopefully everybody's safe over there. And
yeah, it was just really tough. So I kind of rallied around behind them, but it is what it is. I mean, now I'm with the Commanders, even though every time I'm a Dolphin fan. So every time I root for a team, I never get what I want. But it's all good. I mean, hopefully one day. Talking for the Dolphins.
I feel you on that.
So you
Dolphins sure know how to let us down.
So you're picking the Commanders, and you believe in Jaden Daniels, as I do.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I see it too. I just don't think Big C sees it. I don't think he sees it. He's going to this weekend.
I see it. I just think it's a lot to overcome, man. I want the Commanders to win. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's a lot to overcome.
It's just the way he presents himself. It's the way Jaden Daniels puts himself out there. Like he doesn't act like a rookie. He doesn't act like anything phases him. He just goes out there and, man, he puts his thing down, man. He's getting the job done, and I respect that. I respect the hell out of that. And I really worry about the offensive side of the ball.
Well, there's 53 players on each.
Well, yeah, for sure.
If it was Jaden Daniels versus Jalen Hurts, I'm going with Jaden Daniels. You know what I mean? But
right.
I think the Eagles as a whole are better than the Commanders as a whole.
Okay.
So, I gotta say that the Eagles are gonna win.
They're stacked. Those Eagles.
They are.
Dude. And I wish our Dolphins can do that. I hope Chris Greer learns a lesson and takes the youth over the veterans. But that's just me, though. That's all I had to say on that part.
Yeah, I don't think Chris Greer is gonna have the opportunity to do that. I think Chris Greer's on his last leg. I think he's gonna go all out. He's gonna get us in more cap hell because he's gonna try to save his job this year, and he's gonna get every free agent. He's gonna spend every dollar he can. And he's going to mortgage our future even more than he already has to try to bring a winning team to the Miami Dolphins this year. And hopefully the next go around, the next general manager, the next head coach can find us a Jaden Daniels, and we can find ourselves in the AFC Championship game in the near future.
Yep. Buffalo Bills, though. Oy.
Buffalo Bills.
So you like the Bills or the Chiefs?
I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I think I'm gonna root for the Buffalo Bills. And
oh my God!
Yes,
yeah, you're about to get you're about to get your Dolphins card taken. Bro.
That's worse. That's worse than me picking them. I got you.
It
brother.
is.
I back you up. Brother. I got
bro,
you.
It's tough. I'm not gonna hold. I mean, look.
You can say you think the Bills are gonna win, but cheer for the Bills.
Cheering, I can't cheer for them, but I have to go for them because how many times are we going to see Patrick Mahomes? I mean, that is just insane. I mean, at this point, the NFL can just give it to him. It doesn't even mean like we should even be playing. I mean, dude, I don't want to see the Chiefs. I know the NFL loves him. I see him in State Farm commercials all the time, so I can't get rid of him. So I'm just saying, it just.
My wife has a crush on Jake.
Oh my.
The real Jake from State Farm.
Jake from what you wearing from Jake from State Farm khakis? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Who are you talking to? What are you wearing? Khakis.
That was a great one.
But do you want to hear from Bills fans all year
no.
that they want a Super Bowl?
No, they'll be all over on Twitter, on social media, and just saying, Dolphin fans, where you at? Where you at? Yeah, look what we're doing now. What about Tua? I'm like, yeah. But they're not going to win. We know for a fact they're never going to win a Super Bowl, so they can keep dreaming on. So
yeah, I'd be comfortable. I'd be all right with them going to the Super Bowl as long as they lost. But that's a little too close for comfort. I just want to keep them away from the game.
That's going to be a stressful game if they make it there.
Oh, sickening. Absolutely sickening. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Iceman. Make sure you subscribe and like.
Thanks for having me up, man. I appreciate you guys, all right?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
anytime, brother.
Nice meeting you, brother.
Hope to see you again. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Iceman. Yeah, see, anybody, anytime, more than welcome. We want to hear from you. But yeah, I got the Kansas City Chiefs going against the Philadelphia Eagles, rematch of the Super Bowl from a couple years ago, right? It wasn't last year, right?
Kansas City and Philly. Well, that wasn't last year. I think it was the year before that.
Yeah.
And I got the Buffalo Bills going up against the Washington Redskins with rookie Jaden Daniels in the Super Bowl.
Also a rematch of a prior Super Bowl, I think 1991 or something like that. The year after the Giants.
I was like 3.
No. Oh yeah.
I was just a little guy, man.
Yeah.
Running around in like diapers and throwing shit at people that walk by.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I was like a monkey, bro.
I guess we shall see though. Yeah, that's our picks.
Damn, we actually got a Dolphins fan on the show to pick the Buffalo Bills. Like,
yeah,
ladies, this is historic.
Dolphin card there, right? I almost had to pull his Dolphin card there.
Dang, man, almost made me want to send you a Bill shirt for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't want Andy Reid to surpass our Don Shula, but at least it won't be Bill Belichick. Yeah. Is Andy Reid that close? Is Andy Reid that close to the good old Don? But yeah, any closing words, Mike?
Oh, man, just thanks for kicking it with us on the Blitz 48. We have championship weekend this weekend. We are pumped for that. Probably going to link up for a watch party. Actually, other than that, I really don't have much to say other than remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. The link is always in the chat if you ever want to join us like you have seen. And, catch us next time. And we'll see you either at the watch party or we'll see you on Monday for the Blitz.
All right, folks. Let's hope and pray these Buffalo Jills get their wigs split by good old Patty this weekend.
Go Bills.
Like I said, I'm hoping and praying Jane Daniels can pull off the miracle, but I had to go with the Philadelphia Eagles, unfortunately, in their goofy ass coach. Nick Sirianni. But anyway, thank you for stopping in. Thank you. We appreciate you. Make sure you hit them like, subscribe, you comment, and you share. We're trying to build something special here for you, by you. No, we're not FUBU, but you know,
it's BFFF, by fans, for fans.
Yeah, I like
Till
like
next time. Giants pride never dies. I don't know. Just throwing shit out there. Big blue till we're through. Till next time, don't get sacked. I don't know. What do you want from me? Whatever. I'm just whatever.
You're shooting yourself in the leg like Plexico right now. Pins up.
Stay proud.